guys being around their peers or want to do some other things that they may not be used to doing on a consistent basis. You kind of sometimes you kind of get that way, but normally that's it's normally a little bit different. Normally on the road, things are a little different than they are at home. You guys feel a little bit more comfortable. So it's just things that we're trying to work through. We're trying to watch film on and just trying to get the guys to understand.
Here with Justin Brown as the Tigers get set to take on the Stanislaus State Warriors. All right, Coach, take us inside Stanislaus State. How do they like to play? What do they want to do?
Oh, and honestly, they're gonna move the ball. I think it's one thing, impressive thing that I've had from watching them the past couple of days is they're gonna move the ball from side to side.
The season today.
Oh, we definitely want to try to come out and pose our will. And again, I think it all goes back to respecting the opponent. But yeah, we do want to come out and try to impose our will. We want to do all the things that we're supposed to do and try to do it the right way. So I think that's going to be crucial with us just moving forward. I think this is a much better team than Cal East Bay, who we just played. So it's going to be crucial that our guys, and we kind of showed them a ton of things on film that shows that this ain't going to be a walk in the park. So I think that got those guys' attention. I think we'll be fine tonight.
All right, Coach Brown, appreciate you, man. We'll catch you down the road.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, that's Justin Brown. We'll come back and have the starting lineups opening up. It's the Tigers and the Stanislaus State Warriors next on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network. Alex G. Spano, center Zach Bay, Rudy Bob Thomason. Great to have you with us. The Pacific Tigers and Stanislaus State Warriors about to tip off. Now let's give you the starting lineups for Stanislaus State under 6th-year head coach Paul Trevor. It'll be Jeremiah Jones, Kobe Ordonio, their leading scorer, Marlon Short, also Noel Alexander Jr. and Mata Foley. Again, Jones, Ordonio, Short, Alexander, and Foley. For the Tigers under 2nd-year head coach Leonard Perry, Donovan Williams, Sam Freeman, Keelan Boone, Luka Dolovich, and Nick Blake. Again, Williams, Freeman, Boone, Dolovich, and Blake for the Tigers. Pacific in the home white. Stanislaus State has Stan State written in white. Block letters trimmed in red on the front of the jersey with a white number trimmed in red on the front and the back of the jersey. They're wearing their traveling blacks. And the Tigers win the opening tip, and they'll move from our right to our left from our vantage point on the far right side of press row. Next to the Tigers bench as they enter it to Sam Freeman, who immediately gets to the rim.
Nice up-handed off the board.
The Tigers a quick start, and now Stanislaus State moving from our left to our right. And it's Mata Foley giving it to the left wing to Marlon Short, back up top to Jeremiah Jones. Jones holding the ball over his head, dribbles one time, then terminates, gives to his right to Ordonio. Ordonio on the right wing, looking left, looking right, gives it to his left to Short. Swing it around further left to Jeremiah Jones. Jones on the left wing, dribbles to his right, gives a bounce pass to the right wing to Short. Short drives in, dishes it across the lane, and going up and getting fouled was Noel Alexander Jr. And Alexander got hammered by Keelan Boone. So Noel Alexander Jr., 4 of 9 this season from the line for Stanislaus State. The Warriors come in 3 and 8, by the way, as the free throw is up and good. Stanislaus State in their conference is CCAA 1 and 4 this season. They'll have Sac State next. This is the first of a back-to-back Division I games for Stanislaus State. Second free throw is no good for Alexander, so he splits them. And the Tigers have a 2-1 lead inside the first minute here at the Spano Center. And Keelan Boone was going to pass it to the corner. Nobody was there.
You know, he's like talking to the player like he thinks he should be there. It's like, you always throw it to play where you can see. Don't throw somewhere you think he can be.
I mean, there was nobody. Not a soul. As from our left to our right, Kobe Ordonio, a senior, transferred in from Cal State San Bernardino. He hails from Seaside, California. Takes it to the front court. Ordonio has it on the right wing. Ordonio dribbles to his left. He'll get inside the free throw line, then bounce it out back to Short. Short's going to take a right elbow jumper. That'll rattle out. Rebound is tipped and controlled by Nick Blake. It was tipped by Noel Alexander. Controlled by Nick Blake. Now to Donovan Williams. Williams going to drive to the cup, dish it across to Freeman, who's blocked. Blocked by Marlon Short. What a block by Marlon Short. And now Ordonio clumsily dribbling into the key, gives it out to the left wing. And now Ordonio has it back. He and Short exchanging passes. Now Ordonio launches a three. It's Short, and the rebound clamped by Donovan Williams. To Nick Blake across the way to Keelan Boone. Shovels it behind to Luka Dolovich. Dolovich to Boone, and now left wing to Williams. Williams directing traffic, slings it across the way, right wing to Dolovich. Now to his left to Boone, back to Luka Dolovich on the right wing. Dumps it down low, and there was nobody there except Mata Foley, who comes away with the easy steal. Foley's going to take it himself, try and scoop it up reverse style. That won't go. And the rebound taken by Nick Blake. Well, Foley was going there by himself and elected to try and take it, and had a tough angle to try and finish. And now Boone on the left wing, a head fake, drives into the paint, Euro step, give it out right wing to Luka Dolovich for 3, and that's good.
Great penetration, good pass.
Pacific 5 and Stanislaus State 1 is on the left wing. It's Marlon Short. Short will give it up top to Jeremiah Jones. Jones to his right gives it to Kobe Ordonio. Ordonio to Alexander, right of the lane, gives it out to Short, and the ball knocked away by Dolovich. It's stolen by Williams. Williams into the lane, scoops it up and in, reverse style. So Tigers generating points off a turnover there, and it's 7-1 Pacific. Left to our right, Ordonio across the Power Cal logo. Ordonio gives on the right wing, and now back up top it goes to Foley, and Foley gets it to Short. Short to his left to Ordonio. Ordonio to his left. Ordonio now to his right, weaving it into the paint. Ordonio no-look bounce pass down low to Mata Foley, who traveled along the baseline. 17:01 to go here in the first half. It's Pacific 7 and Stanislaus State 1. So Boone will check out for Pacific, and it'll be Judson Martindale checking in for the Tigers. Also, Denson is in for Pacific, so Denson has checked in for the Tigers. He's on the left wing, and now up top it's in the hands of Denson. Denson dribbling to his right, gives to Dolovich, pass over his head up top to Martindale now left wing to Blake for three. It rattles out. Martindale with the rebound, tries to put it back, and he's swatted by Noel Alexander Jr. The loose ball taken in by Stanislaus State. Jones up top, a hesitation, is going to throw it high off the window, can't get that to go, and the rebound controlled by Donovan Williams, who weaves it out toward the far right sideline. Williams to Blake. Blake is going to get between the circles, stop the dribble, give it left wing to Avdalovic, a quick three, and that's good. And Luka Avdalovic has a way of making it look easy for
He's
three.
shooting a great percentage all the time. If he can get open shots, he needs to take that shot and be ready for it.
Tigers out to a 10-1 lead, so this is the opposite of what happened versus Cal State East Bay the other day. Is up top, Ordonio. Ordonio is going to spin in the lane, put up a floater, and knock it down. Tough shot made by Kobe Ordonio, who averages 15.5 points
That was
a
a good shot.
10-3 Pacific. Now Avdalovic looking for another, and he'll have it. Far right corner. And Luka Avdalovic cooking here early for the Tigers, who lead at 13-3.
Great touch pass by Martindale.
15:45 and counting to go here in the opening stanzas. On the right wing, taking a three and missing it short was Jones, and the ball is going to go out of bounds. And they say last touched by Stanislaus State. So it'll be Pacific, or I beg your pardon, it's out of bounds off of the Tigers. It'll stay with Stan State. They'll have 20 on the shot clock when we come back after. It's timeout on the floor from the Spano Center. It comes with 15:40 to go. In the first half, it's the Pacific Tigers 13, Stanislaus State Warriors 3. We're back after this on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Chase Chevrolet has been winning California business
since 1944.
Get a little Stocktonian in you.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Jamie, and we're owners of Smitty's Wings and Things here in Stockton.
As a former pro football player, Steve Smith knows about winning.
Football and business is about teamwork.
When they needed a new Tahoe for their business, a winning drive from the team at Chase Chevrolet was just a few clicks away.
And then delivered our car the next day, so it was very easy. I would do it again.
There's no competition.
Chase Chevrolet.
Buy into it.
Here in the first half, it's Pacific 13 and Stanislaus State 3. And the Tigers have come out shooting 5 of 8 from the floor. Stan State 1 of 6. Their one made field goal was made by Kobe Ordonio. And so from baseline left, it'll be Stan State's inbound with 20 on the shot clock. Beno Zezic will inbound, and Zezic inbounds to the left side to Will Palesi. And now back to the left it goes to Micah Boone. Swinging around to the right side to Palesi. Palesi on the right wing. Up top to Boone. Boone is going to dribble to his right. Stop right of the lane. Looking for somewhere to go with 3 to shoot. Give a bounce pass on the baseline that's picked off by Avdalovic. To Nick Blake. And Blake from our right to our left of the front court gives to Avdalovic. A right wing 3 is short. The rebound tipped and controlled by Palesi. Palesi, beg your pardon. Palesi gives on the right wing to Zezic. Zezic gets down toward baseline right, gives it in the paint. That's to Travian Williams. And now it's going to get out to Zezic for 3. That's well short. The rebound taken by Denson. Still 13-3 Tigers. Denson on the near side to Nick Blake. Blake, a left-handed dribble in the high front court. Blake guarded at a distance by Palesi. Get it down low to Avdalovic, and Luka Avdalovic.
Very nice pass by Blake.
Tigers 15 and Stanislaus State 3 is on the right wing. Palesi swinging around to the left side now to Boone. Micah Boone is dribbling to his right, stops after one time, gives to Palesi. Palesi to Zezic. Zezic on the right wing directing traffic. Zezic, a redshirt junior from Alameda, gives it across the way to Palesi. 9 to shoot. Palesi off of a screen is going to move to his right. Palesi probes right of the lane, gives it out to Zezic with 1 to shoot, and Zezic did not realize it, so shot clock violation. So 14-14 to go in the first half, and the Tigers on a 15-3 lead. Luka Avdalovic and Nick Blake will get a breather. Tyler Beard will check in, as well as Jordan Ivy Curry. So those two out there with Denson, Martindale, and Williams. Ivy Curry, a left-handed dribble into the front court. Ivy Curry cuts it to his right, gives to his right to Beard on the right wing. Beard dumps it to Denson on the right wing. Denson starting to move to his right, shovels behind to Beard. Beard moving to his left, gives it to Martindale, gets into the lane, then kicks it out near corner to Ivy Curry for 3, and he drains it.
Good penetration, nice pitch out.
Pacific 18 and Stanislaus State 3 with 13:43 and counting to go in the first half. As Boone gives it to his right to Zezic, and now on the right wing to Palesi. Palesi dribbles one time up top to Williams, and now to the far left side to Boone. Boone is going to try and drive it in, has the ball stolen by Donovan Williams. Williams into the front court. Williams drives in from the right wing, and he's going to get fouled And he's going to get to the line, and the foul is going to be on Palesi, the redshirt sophomore who transferred from UC San Diego. Going to get Greg Outlaw in and Donovan Williams out. Coach, really good energy here for the Tigers.
Yeah, great defense, good active hands. Stanislaus was having problems against the pressure, but also their spacing on the court. I don't know if they have enough scorers to be able to score consistently.
Inbound is going to be stolen by Will Palesi, and Palesi steals the inbound pass. And it now stands State trying to get its second bucket of the game, and they'll have it. They get it down low, working into Matt Bender. Bender, a junior from San Diego, makes it 18-5 Pacific. Now Martindale goes into the paint, kicks it out near corner to Beard, now to Denson, now up top to Ivy Curry. Near corner to Beard, Beard driving baseline left. Beard swarmed by 3 black jerseys, out to Ivy Curry to Martindale, extra pass to Outlaw. Driving baseline right, trying to go up, and he gets fouled by Palesi. So 2 shots coming here for Outlaw. By the way, our officials say Tommy Nunez, Doug Strudovic, and T.G. Nelson are officiating crew here today.
They just got to keep the pressure on, keep on passing the ball, attacking the basket, taking really good shots, and just play good team defense.
Free throw is up and good for Outlaw. Now, if you're Stan State, obviously, you know, the Tigers are coming out with some venom here today. How do you try and get your guys going for the ball, Trevor?
I've been trying to figure out what they're trying to run, and they're reversing the ball, maybe getting it inside, but I haven't seen the purpose yet of what they're trying to do. They're going to have better purpose if they're going to try to score against the Tigers.
Both free throws are good, so it's 20-5 Pacific. Tigers coming out and getting themselves a big size lead here early as Zezic is going to give it to Boone. Boone's going to give it out to the left wing to Zezic, who dribbles in, and he's trapped down there. He'll give it out for a 3. That is Bender, and it's off the mark, and the rebound taken by Martindale. To Ivy Curry, who goes into the front court. Nice bounce pass in rhythm to Tyler Beard, who lays it up.
Nice pass break by Beard.
22-5 Pacific, 12:22 and counting to go here in the first half. On the near side, it's Zezic. Zezic will give it to his left. He'll swing around to the left side to Palesi, and then that pass up top is going to be stolen by Denson, who tries to put up a reverse lay, and it won't go, but he gets hammered and goes into the Tiger Den. And Denson's going to get to the line, and the Stanislaus State foul is going to be on Matt Bender. So another turnover forced by the Tigers. And Denson will be at the line to shoot 2. With 12:08 to go here in the first half. Free throw is up and no good for Denson. Second one up, and that is wide left, and the rebound is taken by Matt Bender. To Beno Zezic up the near sideline, then cuts it to the middle as he goes into the front court. Now in the right wing to Bender. Bender up top, and now swinging around to Zezic on the left side. Give it left of the lane to Bender. Bender's going to go up to the right hand.
Really good move in there, right over the top. Good footwork. He's a big guy in there.
Bender getting into the interior and getting a bucket for Stanislaus State. It's 22-7 Pacific as now Martindale from the paint is going to turn around and put one up.
That shot, it's a little fade away.
Yeah, an off-balance shot, and he left it well short. He's now on the right wing, now get it baseline right to Travion Williams. Up top to Bender, he's going to take a 3, and that is off the heel, off the rim, and out, and the rebound taken by Denson. Bender is now 0 of 3 this season from beyond the arc for Stanislaus. In the high front court to Ivy Curry. Ivy Curry thought about a 3, gives it instead to the left wing to Beard. Now the left elbow to Denson. Denson looking to his right will hand to a trailer. That's Martindale. Now near corner to Beard. Left wing to Martindale. Cross the way to Outlaw. Outlaw to Ivy Curry. Ivy Curry beyond the right wing will stop the dribble, give it to Martindale. He'll take a 3 from the left wing, and that's short. And the rebound taken by Bender, who sealed off for it. 22-7 Pacific, 10:54 and counting to go here in the first half. Our left to our right go the Warriors. Zezic in the front court, and now up top in the hands of Travion Williams. Back to Zezic on the left wing to Will Palesi. Palesi's going to get into the lane, spin out, give it to Boone. He's going to take a 3 and knock it down. Micah Boone this season had been 0 of 1 from 3, so that's his first made 3 this season. And
1 from 2, so better shoot more.
Draws the Warriors to within 12, and that will change as
What a
Beard
great
drives
drive
it
with his right hand, change it to the left hand in the air to finish the play.
The C is parted for Tyler Beard, who drove in from the left wing, and Beard, with a nice glide to the rim, makes it 24-10 Pacific. In the high front court, Zezic give a bounce pass to his right to Bender. Bender up top to Polesi. And now on the left wing to Zezic. I beg your pardon, that was Williams who had it. Now in the hands of Polesi. Polesi gives a bounce pass to Bender right in the lane. They'll double him, kick it out near side. And on the sideline were the Warriors. It was, I believe, Boone who was on the sideline. So they will turn the ball over to the Tigers, who will have it with 9:59 to go when we come back after this timeout on the floor from the Spanos Center. Our score, the Pacific Tigers 24, the Stanislaus State Warriors 10. Coach C and I are back in just a moment on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Hi, I'm Calvin Boasing. I'm a junior pre-farm student. This is the Don and Karen DeRosa University Center, and it's where we all come to hang out. So let's go and check it out. So this is the dining hall. It's the main place to get food on campus. This is the marketplace, where they serve a wide variety of food. My personal favorites are the burritos and sandwiches. Upstairs is the Lair, another place to get food, and it's open late at night. You can play pool here, and there's live entertainment at the Brickyard stage. If you're looking for something to do on the weekend, there's always something happening at the Lair.
Pacific 24, Stanislaus State 10. Zach Rudy, Bob Thomas, glad to have you along from the Alex G. Spanos Center. Coach, the Tigers' offense looks good. Obviously, it's it's no disrespect. I mean, Stanislaus State has looks like they're a little bit maybe undersized in this one, and
yeah, I mean they don't have the quickness to guard Tigers, but also they're not really powerful inside either to make it a problem. Offensively, they've been really stagnant. Stanislaus State, so the Tigers doing a good job defensively.
The Tigers have 7 assists. That will not be one of them as Ivy Curry trying to pass to the far side. Outlawed, stolen by Zezic. And now on the right wing, it's short. Give it back out near midcourt to Zezic. Zezic will hand it off to Isaiah Jones, who's in for the first time. And now in the high front court to Bao Sahi, who's in for the first time as well. I give it left of the lane to Zezic. He'll skip it near side to Short, and Short will take it and miss it long, and a rebound taken by Pacific. Ivy Curry gives to a trailer, Keelan Boone. Boone feigns an entry pass, keeps it, will try and drive in, and he'll be grabbed as he does so by Isaiah Jones. That is the 4th team foul on the Warriors. And from the far sideline, inbounded by Nick Blake to Jordan Ivy Curry, and on the left wing to Outlaw. Back to Ivy Curry. Ivy Curry moves to his right. Juice near the right wing, up top to Boone. Boone sings it down low to Outlaw. Outlaw is going to work down there on Amayo, and now in the lane to Ivy Curry, and Ivy Curry will lean in, put it up, can't get it to go. It hung on the front of the rim, seemed like forever, would not drop. And the ball came off the rim, and then Ivy Curry got his own miss, but he was tied up by Daniel Amayo, who again is in for the first time, and the possession arrow belongs to Stan State. From our left to our right, it's Marlon Short into the front court. Short gives it to his right to Zezic, and now to Sahi on the near sideline. Sahi up top to Jones. Now in the left wing, into the left corner to Zezic, who drives, gives it across the way to Jones, and now to Sahi, who drives it from the left wing and hands it back to a trailer. Now in the paint, Zezic going to put up a fadeaway, will not go. The rebound is loose, and it's going to be a foul on Jordan Ivy Curry. So baseline left, Zezic inbounds to Amayo, and Amayo is going to be fouled by Keelan Boone. So 2 quick fouls here for the Tigers. and they're going to say that Amayo was shooting. So Amayo to the line. He is 4 of 14 this season from Accra, Ghana. Daniel Amayo. First one is up and wide right. Beard will check out. Avdalovic will check in. Also Sam Freeman back in for Keelan Boone.
Beard played well.
Beard has 4 points on 2 of 2 as he hits the bench. Second free throw coming for Amayo is up and good. So he's 1 of 2 from the line. It's 24-11. Pacific leading Stanislaus State with 8:22 and counting to go here in the first half. Blake on the right wing will start to dribble to his left with his left hand a couple of times and kicks a chest pass to Outlaw. Then Blake gets it back up top. Now right wing to Avdalovic. Bounce pass to Freeman right of the lane. To Outlaw cutting in the lane. Outlaw is trying to pivot out right of the lane. Feeds it out to Avdalovic. Now to Blake in the high front court with 9 on the timer. Blake moving to his left now, cuts it back after crossing over, spins in the paint, puts up with the right hand and gets 2.
Beautiful move down the middle of the spin.
There aren't many dance partners for Nick Blake who can dance like that when he's in the lane, and he is pretty good finishing those shots. From the left wing, it's going to be a 3 attempted by Isaiah Jones. He leaves it short. Rebound taken by the Tigers, who lead at 26-11 with 7:39 and counting to go in the first half. As Outlaw was going to give to Avdalovic right wing for 3, and that is going to be short. And a rebound is going to be taken by nobody. It's going to be a loose ball foul on Stan State on Amayo. As they say that Amayo, and I think that's a good call, they say that Amayo got his body too much into Freeman.
Yeah, Freeman battled for that rebound. That's why he got the foul on Stanislaus. If he didn't go after that like that, there wouldn't have been any foul.
So this will take us to the under 8 media timeout. It comes with 7:31 to go in the first half. And our score from Stockton, the Pacific Tigers 26, the Stanislaus State Warriors 11. Coach T and I back after this on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Welcome to the College of the Pacific, where the arts and sciences intersect. I'm Professor Shamila King, Chair of the Economics Department and the Faye and Alex Spanos Award for Distinguished Teaching. Let me show you around. COP is the liberal arts core of the university, offering courses in the humanities, the fine and performing arts, the social sciences, and the natural sciences. The college champions experiential learning through undergraduate research. You'll have many opportunities for hands-on learning through creative activity, fieldwork, internships, and study abroad. Most of our classes are small, so we're going to get to know each other. I'll see you around campus.
Pacific 26, Cal State Stanislaus State 11. Okay, they go Stanislaus State. Used to be Cal State Stanislaus when you were coaching, right?
Now Stanislaus State.
Now it's Stanislaus State, yeah. With 7:31 to go in the first half. The inbound from Ivy Curry to Blake near corner. Blake will skip it across to Ivy Curry, touches it to Avdalovic right wing. Why not? He'll launch for 3 and he sinks it. And Luke Avdalovic has been hot here in the early going, and Avdalovic has now 14 points on 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. And it's 29-11 Pacific. The Tigers opening up a nice-sized lead here in the early going. Amayo will give it to the right wing, and now going off the dribble, Isaiah Jones, who puts it off the glass and in. Isaiah Jones make it 29-13 Pacific. Blake in the front court kicks to Ivy Curry on the left wing, and now to Blake up top to Outlaw. Outlaw on the right wing will dribble with his left hand to his left, give a chest pass to Blake. Blake on the left wing, bounce pass to Ivy Curry near corner. Ivy Curry to Blake on the left wing. Blake moving to his right, and now Nichols spot up for a 3, and that is good.
Woo. That's a tough shot. Sometimes you make tough shots.
Saw Leonard Perry's body language there. He wasn't, I think, thrilled with that shot, but obviously Appia went in. Blake now with 5 points, and it's 32-13 Pacific. As up top, it is Sahi. Sahi will shovel it to Marlon Short now in the near wing to Zezic. Zezic drives, stops in the short right corner, lobs it back out to Isaiah Jones. Jones will spot up for a right wing three, and that's short. And a rebound taken by Ivy Curry. Saves it from going out of bounds to Nick Blake. Our right to our left, Blake streaks into the front court. Blake to Ivy Curry, and a stutter on the right wing to Outlaw. Back to Ivy Curry. Ivy Curry to Blake near midcourt, and to Blake calling out a screen from Freeman. It comes, Blake uses it, moving to his left, gives it up top to Outlaw, and now to Ivy Curry on the right wing. Ivy Curry off an Outlaw screen to his left. Juice is going to spot up for another three and knock it down. And Jordan Ivy Curry, we've seen him get really hot. He has 8 points.
The last 2 shots weren't great offense. They just happened to pull off the dribble and let it fly. I think lots of times that's not going to work, so you got to be a little more careful.
Nonetheless, Ivy Curry makes it 35-13 Pacific, and he can get really hot. We saw him throw the ball, looked like it was into the ocean a couple of games ago, and he got really hot against Fresno State, I believe. Is driving right in the lane to Zezic, going to put up a tough fadeaway and knock it down.
Tough shot, that's good defense.
Benno Zezic, the redshirt junior from Alameda, out of Alameda High School, makes it to 35-15. The Tiger lead trimmed to 20 with 5:05 and counting to go here in the first half as Blake moves it to his right. Kicks it up top to Outlaw, gets it down low to Freeman, who elevates for a 2-hand dunk. So the Tigers getting some good ball movement there.
Did an on-ball screen, rolled the basket, and pinned the guy down right there.
Pacific 37, Stanislaus State 15 is on the right wing. Amayo up top to Short, and now Short gives it to his left to Zezic. Zezic up top to Sahi. He'll take a three, and that's off the rim, front of the rim, and off the backboard and out. Rebound clamped by Outlaw. Outlaw to Blake. Blake, a left-handed dribble into the front court. Blake will try and get it down low to Avdalovic. It's deflected, and it goes off the backboard, and a loose ball taken in by Stanislaus. Now it's Sahi on the right wing for three, and that's good. Bao Sahi, a sophomore out of Modesto Christian High School, native of Ceres. Makes it 37-18 Pacific. 4:12 and counting to go here in the first half. Ivy Curry near the mouth of the power cat, gives it to his left to Outlaw. Outlaw, a shot fake, and now Outlaw is going to go off the dribble, run into Sahi, and that'll be an offensive foul.
It's not enough ball movement, player movement.
And that'll take us to the under 4 media timeout here at the Spano Center. This timeout comes with 3:58 to go here in the first half. Our score, the Pacific Tigers 37 and the Stanislaus State Warriors 18. Coach T and I are back after this on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Chase Chevrolet has been winning California business
Since 1944.
Get a little Stocktonian in you.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Jamie, and we're owners of Smitty's Wings and Things here in Stockton.
As a former pro football player, Steve Smith knows about winning.
Football and business is about teamwork.
When they needed a new Tahoe for their business, a winning drive from the team at Chase Chevrolet was just a few clicks away.
And then delivered our car the next day, so it was very easy. I would do it again.
There's no competition.
Chase Chevrolet.
Buy into it.
You were the coach there. You were the head coach.
Yeah, I was there for 3 years. I really enjoyed my time there. Had a good time.
I was going to say, any memories that stand out for you there?
Well, my second year, we had to go to Humboldt and then Chico, which are both good programs, really good teams. And we were tied for the league, I think. Yeah, and we lost at Humboldt, and we had to win the game to tie for the league on Saturday night. And we were leading early, then we got down one, like 6 seconds to go. We hit about a 37-footer at the buzzer to win.
Oh, man.
Tie for the league championship, to get a league championship, which is Stanislaus first, being a Division III school and Division II league at the time.
That's a cool memory.
Yeah.
I feel like only you could pull out those late miracle comebacks. I know you're good, but I feel like you're a little bit lucky too.
The guard was about a 5'6", 5'7" guard, Daryl Simmons, hit that shot. It was a great shot.
Somewhere his ears are ringing, I'm sure, as Sam Freeman, after the Tigers came up with a steal, Freeman got in the paint and he was trying to make some moves as back to the basket and he traveled. So Stanislaus State will get it back, trailing 37-18, 3:25 and counting to go here in the first half. On the left wing, it's Marlon Short, up top to Noel Alexander, now on the right wing to Kobe Ordonio, up top again to Short. Short stops right of the lane. He's going to put up a tough contested shot over Outlaw. No good. Alexander, the rebound, gives it to Ordonio. Shot fake from the right corner. Now will step to his left, take a three. It's no good. Rebound tip controlled by Donovan Williams. Williams weaves into the front court. A dicey dribble, does not have numbers. Gives to Avdalovic to his right for three, and that's good.
I'm glad Luke changed numbers so that Stanislaus doesn't know what number he is tonight.
He's still wearing 21.
Oh, okay.
He's still wearing 21. But Vdalovic, boy, is he fun to watch shoot the ball, Coach. I mean, you've watched a lot of good shooters. 17 points for him when he gets going. It is really fun to watch. As trying to drive in is Marlon Short, had the ball knocked away, went off the bottom of the backboard, and the Tigers have the loose ball. Outlaw on the left wing. Outlaw will slow things down and give it to Blake. Blake advancing toward the point. And Blake moving to his left will give it to Outlaw near corner. He'll take a three, and it's well short, but Freeman with the offensive rebound able to go up and get fouled. The ball did not make it to the rim, but the foul is going to be on Kobe Ordonio. And a couple of shots coming here for Sam Freeman. What did you learn at Stanislaus State as far as being a head coach that primed you for when you got the job at Pacific? Is there an area where you grew as a head coach at Stanislaus?
I think you grow every time you're coaching. I was a head coach at Escalon High School and Turlock High School and then Columbia Junior College. And Columbia really prepared me a lot because I had to go recruit guys from out of state, get guys in and coach guys and coach different style of play. Stanislaus was another stepping stone. I went back to Turlock, which I grew up, we grew up there. My family was there, so we felt comfortable. But every year you learn about what you can and can't do. And it was real fun. I really enjoyed my time there.
Freeman was one of two from the line, so it's 41-18 Pacific as on the left wing, and now to the left corner, it's in the hands of Foley. Foley to Alexander, left of the lane. Alexander trying to back his way in, goes over Freeman, or tries to, and Freeman partially blocks it, then comes up with a loose ball, and he's fouled on a reach-in by Mata Foley.
One thing at Stanislaus, we pressed almost 90% of the time, and we were quicker than most of the teams in our league. So we pressed and played up tempo. When I came to Pacific, we weren't going to be more athletic or quicker than most of the teams in the Big West. I mean, it was unbelievable athletically. So we had to adjust my style of coaching to make sure that we could be successful.
Freeman with a 1-and-1 here. The first one is up and good, so Sam gets another. Yeah, you bring up a great point, and you have to coach to what your strengths are, what your personnel is, and maybe sometimes what your league is. And if you don't have the personnel to run with the people in your league, then you got to figure out another way to skin a cat. As the second one is up and good, but you did that so well for so many years with running such great offense, and you were really tough to guard. I got the tail end of it. You guys are really tough to guard.
Well, you want to score, and then you want to hold people down. And you want to make sure you can only go as fast as the other team lets you go. That's my philosophy. Some people think you can go faster, but I don't think North Carolina and Duke can go very fast against Virginia.
No.
When they play Virginia, they don't go very fast because Virginia doesn't let them go fast.
Stanislaus turns the ball over. It's going back to the Tigers. And, it's amazing watching Tony Bennett's teams, how they dictate that. They just dictate that tempo. And they really impose their will. And it's just amazing to watch. As Martindale up top is going to drive into the lane and put it off the glass.
Great drive. I just don't see how you can go off 1 foot layup against a good half-court team. They should be able to rotate, take charges, and clog up the driving lanes.
Yeah, this is a obviously tough start here for Stanislaus in the first half. Pacific 45 and Stanislaus State 18, and Paul Trevor is going to take a timeout here. He has one to use, otherwise he'll lose it, so he'll use it. With a minute 24 to go in the first half. Now, if you're Paul Trevor and you're Stanislaus State, obviously, you're undersized. You're going to have a tough time scoring the ball here. But what are you trying to get out of this game?
Well, I think you want to see if your core defense can at least make the Tigers take tough shots. And I don't think the Tigers are taking the shots they want to take, layups, inside shots, and then Luke's getting wide open threes. You got to always stop the best three-point shooter and then clog up the driving lanes. But offensively, they got to create some opportunities to get good shots. All their shots are taken are hard shots. And the Tigers are playing good defense, but it's not like their defense is to the point where
it's not stifling.
It should be stifling, but
45-18 Pacific, as up top it's Jones giving on the near side to Ordonio. Ordonio up top to Short, now left side. Now they get it left of the lane, trying to hit to Matt Bender there, and it was knocked away by the Tigers out of bounds. So Stanislaus will take over with a minute 8 to go in the first half. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And from baseline left, Ordonio will inbound, and he inbounds to Jones. Jones dribbles along the far sideline, now weaves it back, gives to Ordonio, gives a bounce pass to Bender, trying to turn the corner down low, and he'll feed it back out, and now to Ordonio. Ordonio with 5 to shoot. Ordonio, I think, sees how much time is left. He's going to try and drive, and Ordonio with a tough runner off the glass and off the rim, can't get it to go. Ordonio almost made the circus shot. Tigers have the rebound with 47 seconds to go in the first half, leading 45-18. Martindale dribbling to his right toward the far right sideline, and he'll give it to Nick Blake. Also, Makai Richards in there for Pacific for the first time as they get it to Martindale. Martindale spinning along the baseline, gets it back out up top to Avdalovic for three, and that's good, 48-18. And the Tigers have opened up a 30-point lead here at the Spanos Center, and the shot clock is off with the 20 seconds to go in the first half. On the left wing, it's Short. Now swinging around to the right side to Jeremiah Jones. Up top to Short, Short to the left side. And kick it out now to Bender on the left wing. Bender spins it back and gives to Ordonio with 3 seconds to go in the half, and now Ordonio is going to put up a floater. That is no good. Nick Blake has the miss, and that is the way the first half ends. So it is the exact opposite of what we saw the other day versus Cal State East Bay. The Tigers out to a 48-18 lead here at intermission. And Coach, I know it's hard to glean some things from games like this, but from an energy standpoint, you got to appreciate the way the Tigers came out.
Yeah, they're playing great defense, and they're passing the ball, they're sharing the ball, they're getting open shots, and they're making their shots. I mean, Luke the other day only had 2 shots. And they think, well, it's because Luke didn't want to shoot? No, it's because the other team didn't want Luke to shoot. And that team was more disciplined as far as how they played defense. And they had bigger, stronger guys. I thought that the team we played the other day, Cal State Hayward, they were tough, real strong guys. Where Stanislaus is not that kind of team. They're not super fast, they're not super strong, so they're kind of caught in between, and they don't look like, I can't tell yet if they have any outside shooting or inside game, so this could be a long night for Stanislaus.
Indeed. Well, we have reached halftime, and our score at intermission, the Pacific Tigers 48, the Stanislaus State Warriors 18, and we are back with our halftime report next on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeart Radio app, and the WCC network.
At this moment, in Stockton, Sacramento, and San Francisco, a University of the Pacific student has made a decision to learn, live, and lead with purpose in mind. Here, it's all about moments that change lives, families, communities, economies, the world. At University of the Pacific, these moments give life purpose. They give us purpose, too. After all, we share one future. Join us, University of the Pacific.
Welcome back to halftime here at the Spanos Center. Zach Bay, Rudy Bob. The Pacific Tigers, a much different looking team than the team the other Cal State East Bay. The Tigers are 40 State at the half. And the headliner in that first half, Luke Avdalovic, coach, 6 of 8 from beyond the arc with 20 first half points. State is going to have a tough time, as you mentioned. kind of on a different level here personnel-wise, but Luka Vdalovic, 6 of 8 from 3. If you're wondering, the record number of game in program history is
Probably Adam Jacobson.
No. It happened in 1998, though. It was December 7th, 1998 versus Fresno State. No. You got one more guess. I don't know. Clay McKnight.
Oh, did he? Clay's a great shooter.
Yeah, was that a Tark team, 1998, Fresno State?
I'm not for sure. I doubt it.
Well, it was December 7th, 1998, Clay McKnight versus Fresno State. That's program record. Next is 8s, Chad Troyer, Mike Webb, and Adam Jacobson did it twice. So some program history there, and it's one of my favorite things to do. But Pacific 48, Stanislaus State 18, and Coach, we talked about it before the break for the Tigers. You're seeing what you want to see right now. And hustle.
Oh yeah, they're playing great defense. They're sharing the ball. They're playing good basketball. They're taking good shots. Totally dominated the first half. And what you like to see the second half is just a continuation. Now I'm sure he's going to play more guys that haven't played as much, but you want to keep on playing the same way. Shot selection, good defense, good rebounding, share the ball.
Let's go over the numbers, and we'll start with the Tigers. 9 from the floor, 6 of 8 from beyond the arc. 7 points for Sam Freeman, who had a nice showing here in the first half. 2 of 3 from the floor, 3 of 4 from the line. On 2 of 3, he was 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. 5 points for Nick Blake on 2 of 3, 1 of 2 from three-point land. 4 points for Tyler Beard on 2 of 2, and 2 points for Donovan Williams on 1 of 1. 4, and Greg Outlaw, and he was 2 of 2 from the line. The Tigers in the first half shot the heck out of it, 17 of 26, 65%, and most of that was from 3. They were 9 of 14, so 9 of the 17 attempts were free, but they connected, and they were 5 of 8 from the free throw line. Meanwhile, on the other side for Stanislaus State, obviously they had some problems scoring the ball. They were led by Matt Bender, who had 4 points on 2 of 3 from the floor. 3 points for Bausahi on 1 of 2. He made a 3 on 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. Points for Kobe Ordonio. Tigers did a nice job on him. He averages 15.5 a game, but only 2 points in the first half on 1 of 5. On 1 of 3, and 2 Jones on 1 of 3. 1 point for Noel Alexander, 0 of 1. He was 1 of 2 from the line. 1 point for Daniel Amayo, who was 1 of 2 from the line. 5 from the floor, 28%. 2 of 11 beyond the arc, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. The Tigers have out-rebounded them 18-8, which you would expect. Turnovers, Stanislaus. The Tigers got 8 points off of those turnovers. Pacific turnovers resulting in 5 Stanislaus points off of turnovers. Now, I think that's an area, Coach, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's an area where the Tigers can focus on cleaning up in the second half. Not only did they turn over many, but some of those were careless turnovers.
Well, you know, out of bounds with nobody. I think I was about as close as anybody when he threw it out of bounds. And then Beard had a cross-court pass, and it was really a poor pass. So you got it. Hey, turnovers happen in the game, but you have to make sure that you can play the game quickly and aggressively and still maintain balance. And because the turnovers are killers. Stanislaus, they have 7 turnovers at this time.
Pacific 4, Stanislaus with 1, fast break points. Pacific 10, Stanislaus 5, and a bench for Stanislaus outscored the Tiger bench by 115. Wire. They've led by as many as 30. With the Tigers have gone on an 11-0 run in that first half. Stanislaus went on a 5-0 run about halfway through that first half, and that's the story that the numbers tell from half number 1. Now, Coach, in the second half, you're obviously up 30 against an opponent that is. But what do you in the locker part to Pacific now you want to see in the second half, even up by 30, and you know
the score has nothing to do with how you want to play. You you have to go out there and start the second half. I always want the first 4 minutes of the second half to be one of our best 4 minutes because, you know, when you're up 8 at some, you're in better shape. You know, if you're 2, first 4 minutes, you're in good shape. So this is a big thing, and you want to see how they're playing. Are they sharing the ball? Are they playing? Now, if they're just missing shots, that doesn't mean things are going bad. Taking the first half, you're not making them, but you're playing great. Going on, and then you want guys in that first 10 minutes to put this game for sure away, so other guys that haven't played that much get quality time on the court to understand basketball.
All right, well, that is our halftime report. We'll come back and we'll have a quick WCC scoreboard, also a look ahead, and then the start of the second half is coming up next again from the Spanos Center. At halftime, the Pacific Tigers 48, the Stanislaus State Warriors 8. Start of the second half next on Fox Sports AM 1280 WCC Network.
The Edward and Alice Long Memorial Hall is home to classrooms, research labs, a simulation lab, and many other essential offices, including the Office of the Dean and the Office of Academic Affairs.
Here you will also find faculty and students hard at work on research. While our faculty dedicate themselves first and foremost to our students and towards delivering high-quality instruction, many of them are also esteemed researchers. Several faculty members have a special knack for successfully garnering prestigious grants, including NIH grants. The Donald Y. Barker Pharmaceutical Care Lab is utilized as our compounding pharmacy practice lab. First-year students are introduced to compounding and working in a clean room environment. They also get hands-on training in giving immunizations, blood pressure screenings, and more. You will utilize these valuable skills during your clinical rotations and at outreach events as you progress through our innovative curriculum. Each other, faculty, who exercise...
Tip, Coach T and I will have the pregame show beginning at 3:45 right here on the radio and the WCC network, and that'll conclude the 5-game homestand. The Tigers then head to Lamar in Beaumont, Texas. They'll take on Lamar on December the 20th, and that'll be the last game before Christmas, the last game before conference. After that, the Tigers take on BYU here on December the 29th. The Tigers have the ball to start the second half. They move from our left to our right, and leading by 30 as Sam Freeman down low puts up with the left hand, gets it
Great
to go,
job.
and he's going to the line.
I'm really happy they're going to Sam Moore. He's shooting a good percentage for the year, and he's getting opportunities to score inside, take his time. It was a great shot fake and get the foul and finish the play.
So Matt Bender commits the foul, and Sam Freeman a chance to complete a 3-point play. This to give him 10 points. If he makes it, man, it's too strong off the heel. The rebound taken by Stanislaus State. And they'll move from our right to our left as Donovan Williams had the ball knocked away on the far sideline, out of bounds, knocked away by Micah Boone. So the Tigers will, or the Warriors, I beg your pardon, will keep possession. And it'll be inbounded by Zezic, and he inbounds to Travion Williams. Williams to Zezic, and now in the right wing to Bender. Back up top to Williams, and now to Zezic on the left wing. Zezic passes over his head to his right, and driving from the right side, laying it up and in, Will Palesi. Palesi, by the way, as Williams going to take a 3 from the far corner and miss it. Rebound taken by Keelan Boone. He'll give it out to Blake for reset. Palesi from Sanger, California. Which former Pacific football player hailed from Sanger, California? That's a trivia question. We'll answer it in just a moment as Zezic drives left of the lane, dishes in the paint to Micah Boone, who lays it up and in, so a turnover translates to an easy basket for the Warriors. And they've cut it to 50-22. Now Tigers lead by 28 as Blake from our left to our right into the front court. Blake moving to his left. Blake up top to Donovan Williams. Williams to the right wing to Boone. Boone holding over his head, dribbles one time to his left. Boone will give it now back to his left to Blake in the high front court. 10 to shoot. Blake off a Freeman screen, moves to his left, now drives left of the lane, kicks into the lane to Freeman. Sam receives it, puts it up with the left hand, can't get it to go with a left-handed hook, but does get fouled by Travion Williams. And once again, Freeman will take another trip to the line.
Good job getting inside. Sometimes he gets straight up and down, and he loses his balance and becomes more thin, where you just want to keep that balance, and then when you shoot, you can
trivia question. Former Pacific football player. The free throw is up and good. I'll give you a couple of hints. Which former Pacific football player hailed from Sanger, California? He was a quarterback. He's a Hall of Famer. It was maybe 10 years or so before your time here, as the second free throw is up and no good for Freeman, and the rebound taken by Travion Williams.
I know Bob Lee was a Hall of Famer, but I think is he from Sanger?
Bob Lee is not. It's not Bob Lee. Bob's not from Sanger. Is on the left wing. It is Micah Boone. Boone up top and now driving right of the lane is Palesi, and he's going to have the ball stripped and stolen. Trying to get ahead of Nick Blake, but that's stolen back by Zezic, and now pass down low is going to connect with Boone, Bender, who puts it up and in.
Eddie LeBaron?
It is not Eddie LeBaron. Head coach in the NFL. He went on to be a head coach in the NFL. Blake moving to his left, and Boone up top gets it in the paint to Freeman. Freeman's going to kick it out left wing to Blake. Now no-look pass to Avdalovic for three, and that is too strong. Rebound tipped, controlled by no one. There's going to be a loose ball foul on Stanislaus. And that foul is going to be on Matt Bender. So 2 on Bender here this half. Tom Flores.
Really?
Sanger High School.
Yeah, that was before my time. I know Tom Flores. He was a great coach.
Yeah. First minority head coach to guide a team to the Super Bowl, the Raiders. As the inbound to Boone on the right wing, and now to Nick Blake, right corner for three, and that is short. The rebound is going to be taken by Micah Boone. There's a body that went crashing to the floor. Foul's going to be on Sam Freeman. The body went crashing down was that of Will Palesi. Cam Denson will check in, and Sam Freeman will hit the bench for the Tigers here, get a breather. From our right to our left, the Warriors from backcourt to front court, 17:42 and counting to go in the second half. It's 51-24 Pacific. On the left wing with a lift fake is Micah Boone. Leaves it for Palesi instead. Palesi gives to his right to Bender. Bender moving toward the far sideline, gives to Zezic on the right wing. Zezic backpedaling as he dribbles. 10 to shoot, and Zezic will cut it to his left. Zezic is going to put up a tough fadeaway from the left elbow and knock it down.
That's a tough shot right there.
Yeah, beyond the left elbow, falling away. 51-26 Pacific as Boone up top will give it to his left to Williams, and now to Blake. Blake to Boone between the circles. Boone drives left of the lane. Boone's going to fall back, take it, and it's no good. Nice rebound by Denson. Didn't go over the back, and then Denson lost a handle on the dribble. And it was for a moment taken away by Palesi, but he was on the end line. So Palesi did a nice job taking the ball away, but he was in bad position on the end line. It was a nice job by Denson, coach, not committing an over-the-back foul and taking his hands and getting that rebound over Palesi's back. Baseline right, will be inbounded by Blake. Once he finds someone, and he finds Donovan Williams beyond the arc, Williams is going to drive it toward the free throw line and be encountered by the elbow of Will Palesi, and that'll be a foul on Palesi. And Stanislaus has committed 4 team fouls here in the second half. Beard, Ivy Curry will check in. Blake and Avdalovic will check out. Ivy Curry will receive the inbound pass, and he gives to Boone. Boone back to his left to Williams. Williams to Beard on the right wing. Beard's going to take a three and knock it down.
He's a good shooter.
In the front court, Stanislaus State, and on the left wing, it is with a lift fake, Micah Boone. Now they swing it around to the right side to Zezic. Zezic is going to drive right of the lane, put it up, can't get it to go. Rebound wrestled away by Travion Williams to give it out to Palesi for three. That is no good, and the rebound taken by Pacific. To Williams now, Williams out to Ivy Curry, to Williams, and now to Boone up top. Boone is going to take a shot from straight away, and that's off the front of the rim, and the rebound taken by Stanislaus State. From our right to our left, Zezic in the front court. Zezic will, for a moment, just stay with his dribble and now move to his right. Zezic drives baseline right, tries to feed it out this way, and there was nobody there. He was trying to connect with Travion Williams, and it goes out of bounds on the near side, and that will take us to a timeout on the floor here from the Spanos Center, our first of the second half, and this timeout comes with 15:57 to go in the second half. Our score, the Pacific Tigers 54, the Stanislaus State Warriors 26, and we're back after this on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Welcome to the Department of Speech-Language Pathology in the School of Health Sciences. I'm Professor Derek Izzetti, and I specialize in voice disorders. Let me show you around. Pacific is a national leader in undergraduate clinical education and one of the few speech-language pathology programs in the nation to offer undergraduate clinical experience. Our department is housed in a state-of-the-art facility with high-tech classrooms, private clinic therapy rooms, a well-stocked materials room with all of the latest assessment and treatment materials, and a spacious clinical observation hallway. You will have many opportunities for hands-on learning through stimulating academic courses, our numerous on-campus clinics and specialized clinical programs, student research projects, and the option to study abroad. Our classes are small, so we're going to get to know each other very well. I'll see you around campus.
.57 to go in the second half. Zach Beyruti, Coach Bob Thomason. So glad to have you with us tonight. Hope you're having a great Tuesday evening. Civic 54, Stanislaus State 26. And from the near sideline, it's going to be Pacific to inbound. Beard inbounds to Ivy Curry. Also Denson, Boone, and Williams on the floor for the Tigers. Beard will dribble to his left, give it to Denson. Denson is up top now, dribbles to his right, give it to Beard, who fumbled for a moment, gathers it back in. Beard on the right wing stops. We'll get it down low to Denson, who elevates for a two-hand dunk.
He did a great job pass fake it. They cut against the matchup zone, got a layup.
56-26, the Tigers have the lead back up to 30. That matches their largest of the game. Is dribbling to his right is Micah Boone. Boone will stop and give it out to Bao Sahi. Sahi will give it up to Zezic, now trying to get it back to Sahi on the near side, knocked away by Boone out of bounds. And it'll stay with Stanislaus State, who'll have 12 seconds on the timer. Now a line change here for Stan State. They'll have 5 new guys coming in. It's like Singleton, Ordonio, Jones, Foley, and Alexander. Also Marlon Short, who inbounds from the near side. Short inbounds to Ordonio. Ordonio moving to his right will give it to the far corner to Jones for 3, and that is good. And Jeremiah Jones makes it 56-29 Pacific with 15:08 and counting to go here in the second half as Ivy Curry gives it right corner to Beard, who gives a shot fake, drives into the paint. A Euro step, puts it up.
Great bounce pass.
Actually gave it to Denson, and Denson gets fouled down low, and the foul is going to be on Matafali. I thought I was screened out by Leonard. I thought that that Beard had gone up with it, but it was a nice bounce pass.
No, he went down there and bounced the pass from him. He did a great penetration.
Denson's first free throw will rim out. Second one is up and good. 57-29 Pacific, 15 minutes and counting to go here in the first half. Or the second half, I beg your pardon. On the left wing, it's Marlon Short, now up top to Alexander, and on the right side to Ordonio. Ordonio will dribble with his left hand in and now give it out to the left wing to Jones. He's going to take a 3, and that's too strong, and the rebound taken by Donovan Williams. Williams to Ivy Curry. Ivy Curry gets it right corner to Denson, who drives into the paint, gives it to Williams, who puts it up, can't get it to go, but he does get fouled. And Matafali commits the foul, the sophomore from Oakland out of Moreau Catholic High School. Free throw is up and too strong for Williams.
Come on, Don, come on.
Second one up and good. 58-29 Pacific, 14:32 and counting to go here in the second half. Into the front court is Jones. Jones, the mouth of the power cat, gives a bounce pass to his left, and that is to Ramon Farias, who is checked in for the first time. But now a turnover, Stanislaus State. Tigers trying to get out in transition. Ivy Curry fumbled it, but gets it back. Gives to Denson on the left wing. Denson countered by a double team. Gives it to Beard, left corner. Now bounce pass to Boone, baseline left. Out to Denson, left corner. Denson is going to drive it between two defenders, put it up with the right hand. Can't. He does get it to go. Hit off the heel. Looked like it was going to bounce out, but it hit the front of the rim and bounded in.
Good drive, good hard. Knocked foul. Got fouled on probably in the play too, but great
Thought
job.
so too. As Ordonio in the front court gives it to his left to Folly. And Folly now back to the right side of Ordonio. Now to the left side to Boone. Boone's going to drive it right in the lane, dish it across the way for an easy layup to Matafali. 60-31, Pacific's lead is 29 with 13:30 and counting to go in the second half. Beard moving to his left, slings it back to his right to Denson, trying to hit Denson, and I think Cam, I don't know if the pass was over his head or if it hit off his hands. I was screened out by Leonard.
You know, Beard's coming off of it. Kind of left his feet a little to pass. I don't like guys leaving their feet to pass. He's assuming he's going somewhere, but you always got to also see where they are, and you don't have to force the pass.
Into the front court goes Ordonio, gives to his left to Folly. Folly bounce pass left of the lane to Short, and Short's going to get down there, put it up and in, and he's going to get fouled, so a chance at a three-point play. And Judson Martindale, the guilty party on the foul.
You know, the guy made a good move on the play. This one, Martindale doesn't have to leave his feet and foul. Just hold your ground, make him make that shot. And every once in a while, a guy makes a good low post shot.
77% from the line is Short, and that one just ticks off the front of the rim. That was way short. And the Tigers have the miss, and now Beard trying to spin at the top of the circle is fouled on a reach-in by Jeremiah Jones, who's going for the steal.
Probably
Call his hand
lucky
in
on
the
that
cookie
play.
jar.
They call the foul. Because anytime you're spinning, going full blast, bad things can happen real quick. I'd rather see when you see pressure, just stutter step, take your time, you know, then go around the guy.
Free throw is up and good, so Beard will get another. That was the 7th team foul on Stanislaus. The Tigers only committed 2 fouls. 13:07 to go here in the contest. Second one up and no good. And the rebound taken by Stanislaus is Ramon Farias, who again has just checked in for the first time, a sophomore from Martinez. It's Jones giving to his left to Short. Short is going to give a pass on a jump down low to Ordonio. Back out to Short on the left wing. Short moving to his right, gives far corner to Jones. He'll take a three, and I beg your pardon, that was not Jones, that was Folly. And Folly takes a three and makes it. He had not attempted a three-pointer coming into this game, talking about Mata Folly. And it's 61-36 Pacific is now Outlaw on the right wing. Outlaw moving to his left, now to his right, kicks it to his left to Beard. Beard with a lift fake, gives to Martindale, far corner. Martindale back to Beard, and it is a bad pass. It was deflected, actually. Deflected, I believe, by Jones. And it's going to go back to the Tigers. Looked like that was going to be a straight turnover, but it was a deflection there. And with that, Luke Avdalovic checks in for Judson Martindale. Avdalovic inbounds to Beard, and now across the way to Outlaw, to Beard, and now near side to Ivy Curry. No hesitation, rises for three, no good. Offensive rebound, Denson gives it out to Avdalovic, drives to baseline left, encounters 2 defenders, gives it out left corner, now left wing to Denson. Denson dribbling in toward the lane, goes left of the lane, tough shot, can't get it to go on a double pump. Then he's blocked from behind on his putback attempt by Matafali. And it'll go out of bounds with 20 seconds on the shot clock for the Tigers.
Denson's being really determined right now. Almost to the point where you don't want to force things, but he knows he's bigger and stronger and faster than the guys that are guarding him.
Baseline right, Beard will inbound to Denson, and the lower right block is going to give it out near corner to Beard for 3. That is no good, and the rebound snatched by Marlon Short. To Jones up the far right side, dribbling with his right hand, gives it to Short, and now near side to Ordonio. Ordonio back up top to Jeremiah Jones, who drives in, and a whistle stops play. It's going to be a foul on the floor. It's a 13th foul on the Tigers. And it's going to be on Tyler Beard, and it'll take us to a timeout on the floor here from the Spanos Center. And And this time out with 11:47 to go in the second half. The Pacific Tigers 61, the Stanislaus State Warriors 36. Coach T and I are back after this on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Chase Chevrolet has been winning California business
Since 1944.
Get a little Stocktonian in you.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Jamie, and we're owners of Smitty's Wings and Things here in Stockton.
As a former pro football player, Steve Smith knows about winning.
Football and business is about teamwork.
When they needed a new Tahoe for their business, a winning drive from the team at Chase Chevrolet was just a few clicks away.
And then delivered our car the next day, so it was very easy. I would do it again.
There's no competition.
Chase Chevrolet.
Buy into it.
Welcome to University of the Pacific. I'm Dr. Jeff Levine, Dean of Undergraduate Admission. People ask me all the time, hey Jeff, why University of the Pacific? Really, there's 5 main reasons. We're a big university with choices and small college caring. We have student-driven research for real and lasting change. We have real-life learning outside of the classroom through internships and co-ops. We have a campus culture building a sustainable future and a classic college vibe in Northern California. We invite you to join the roar.
Coach T back with you at the Spanos Center with 11:47 to go in the second half. Pacific 61, Stanislaus State 36. There's one other game tonight going on around the West Coast Conference. Santa Clara is hosting Portland State. Portland State got out to an 11-2 lead in that game. It's now 14-9 Portland State at the Levy Center in Santa Clara, so we'll keep an eye on that. As here at 61-36 Pacific, as we mentioned, and now a lob down low for an alley-oop try. The pass was there. Marlon Short just
great play. They threw the ball a little too much into the rim. It was right in front of the rim. But you want players, when they go for lobs and the lob's not great, just go catch the ball, come down, then you can go finish the play. You don't want to try to make some superstar play.
I was going to say Marlon Short was caught in a bad spot there when he jumped, but the Tigers will turn it over. They somehow fumbled the ball out of bounds, and now down low, it's going to be a shot missed by Farias. Offensive rebound put back up and missed by Matafali, who thought he was fouled, and now Tigers have it. They get it to Denson, who's fouled near midcourt by Marlon Short.
Ref does not have to call that call right there. I mean, it was a spin move. The guy went for a steal. Very little contact, if anything. Let the Tigers attack the basket.
So Denson is at the line. This will be 1-1 for Cam. Denson 1 of 4 from the line and make it 1 of 5 as he misses the front end. The rebound taken by Ramon Farias. To Ordonio, and now on the right side to Jones, back to Ordonio, and now left wing to Short. Marlon Short give it to his right to Ordonio, who fumbled it but gets it back. Ordonio on the far sideline. Off a screen, moves to his left now, penetrates, puts it up with the left hand, tough runner, can't go. And the rebound being wrestled for and controlled by Ivy Curry. He fought to Farias for it and wrestled it away. And now the Tigers in transition. Ivy Curry left side to Blake, a head fake. Blake drives into the paint, kicks it out to Avdalovic near corner 3, and that is short. The rebound though taken for a moment by Denson, tried to save it, but he saves it to Ordonio. And Ordonio streaking toward the bucket. Ordonio, a tough reverse scoop, can't get it to go, but he was fouled from behind by Nick Blake. So with 10:37 to go in the contest, it'll be Ordonio shooting free throws. Kobe Ordonio, a 75% free throw shooter. Free throw is up and good. Freeman and Williams check in for the Tigers. Denson and Blake check out. A couple of subs as well. Actually, 4 of them, more than a couple, 4 of them for Stanislaus. You have Zezic back in there, Boone, Bender, and Williams back in there for Stanislaus. The second one is up and good for Ordonio. And now he will come out, and in comes Bao Sahi. 61-38 Pacific, 10:35 and counting to go here in the second half. Our left to our right, Jordan Ivy Curry into the front court. Ivy Curry will give it it to his right to Williams. Donovan back to Ivy Curry on the left wing. Now left corner to Outlaw. He'll take a three. It's on balance. He's open, but he misses. And a rebound taken by Stanislaus. Taken by Micah Boone. And Boone into the front court, stops and gives it out to Zezic. Zezic on the Power Cat logo, cuts it to his left and gives it to Boone. Boone driving now baseline left, stops, gives it on the left wing to Bender. Bender moving to his right and needs some help. Gets it to Zezic, who came to help him. 11 to shoot. Zezic moving to his right. Zezic is between the circles. Gives a bounce pass down low to Williams. Back to Zezic cutting down the paint, and it's knocked away. And a tie-up right of the lane. Williams were tied up, I believe, and it's a jump ball. The possession arrow belongs to Stanislaus State. 2 seconds on the shot timer. Baseline left, it'll be Zezic to inbound, and Zezic inbounds up top. And taking a shot as the horn sounds, a three, and missing it long, Micah Boone. Offensive rebound, though, Stanislaus State. Travion Williams, good offensive board. And now to Sahi for three. That is off the mark. And going crashing to the floor is Travion Williams. He was fouled, so a loose ball foul is going to be called on Donovan Williams.
You know, Stanislaus is really attacking the offensive glass this half. You know, they didn't have very many rebounds at all the first half, but they're really going to the glass.
Baseline left, Zezic will inbound. And Zezic will lob the inbound up top to Boone. Boone to his left to Sahi. Sahi gives a bounce pass to Zezic. Zezic inside the left wing, dribbles toward the baseline. Now is back to loop, trying to back his way on an Ivy Curry. Goes up with the right hand. Runner, he gets it to go. And they will count the basket. And a foul's going to be on Ivy Curry, so they give Zezic the continuation. And Zezic with a nice move there.
Really nice move. He's pretty good. He's pretty strong. He puts backs people up, takes his time.
Alameda native from Alameda High School. And he averages 6.5 points a game for Stan State.
Stan State makes his free throw. They cut a 30-point down to 20.
They made a little bit of headway here in the last few minutes as Zezic's free throw is up and short. The rebound taken by Ivy Curry. Zezic coming into this game 4 of 8 this season from the line. Ivy Curry give it to Williams. Williams drives now, kicks it near corner to Outlaw. Up top to Ivy Curry. Ivy Curry holding off to his left, now drives to his left. Exchanges hands with a dribble now to his right. Accelerates to his right, puts it up. And the shot's not going to count. They're not going to give it a continuation. The foul's going to be on Travion Williams on the floor. It'll be 1-1 here for Jordan Ivy Curry. That is the 9th team foul committed by Stan State. Free throw is up and good for Ivy Curry, so he will get another one. Second one is up and good. 63-40 Pacific by 23 with 9:10 and counting to go here in the second half. Our right to our left, Zezic into the front court. Zezic gives to his right to Bender. Bender up top to Williams. Williams will dribble to his left one time, give to Zezic. Defender fell down, that was Ivy Curry, so Zezic had some position for a moment, then he dribbles into 3 white jerseys, and it was nearly tied up. They're gonna call a reach-in foul on Williams. Williams trying to tie him up. Tigers had the arrow, but they're gonna call a reach-in on Williams. That is the 7th team foul on Pacific. So they were going to inbound, but they will instead, with this being the 7th team foul, put Zezic at the line. He has to make the first to attempt the second, of course. And Zezic just missed one a moment ago. This one is up and no good. So missing the front end of the 1-1, and it remains a 23-point lead for Pacific. Under 9 to go. Abdalovic gets it down low to Freeman. Lower right block, gives it out far side to Outlaw. Drives off the dribble, kicks it near corner to Ivy Curry. 4-3. It's around the rim and out. Good offensive rebound, Outlaw, and then he's going to be fouled. Going to be fouled by Travion Williams.
Yeah, Outlaw made a great pass, kick out to Curry for the 3, and went to the offensive grass. Really went hard there and got that rebound and foul.
So Outlaw will attempt 2 free throws, double bonus for the Tigers now. This one is up and short. Second one up and around the rim and out. Rebound taken by Stanislaus State. Both Freeman and Bender went falling to the ground. There was no whistle there, so they play on. To his right goes Zezic, gives it to his left to Sahi. Sahi is going to drive it left of the lane, now kick it out to his right, and taking the shot, Micah Boone, he got fouled, it rimmed out. Foul's going to be on Greg Outlaw.
It's not a good foul right there.
No.
Probably one of the things I hate most coaching is when we'd miss 2 free throws. Like, this happened. It almost just... You're going to make one, you know, if you miss one. If you miss 2 free throws, it's just a killer. So it's like a good offensive possession went downhill, and it's like a turnover. You know.
First free throw is up and good for Micah Boone. Boone had not attempted a free throw prior to tonight. Second one is up, and it is good. So with 8:23 to go, it's Pacific 63 and Stanislaus State 42. Tigers in the front court. Ivy Curry is in the high front court, moving toward the far left sideline. Stops at the point, now gives it to his left. Shot fake, Williams is going to drive it left of the lane, gets to the baseline. Donovan is back to the hoop. They're going to turn around with the right hand, put it up, can't get it to go. Rebound is loose, and Williams has it right wing. Gives Ivy Curry right corner, and Juice going to try and drive it past Matt Bender, and he's going to be fouled. He's going to be grabbed by Bender. So that'll get Ivy Curry to the line for the Tigers when we come back after this timeout on the floor here from the Spanos Center. With exactly 8 minutes to go in the second half, our score, the Pacific Tigers 63, the Stanislaus State Warriors 42. Coach T and I are back after this on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Oral Health Minute, sponsored by the University of the Pacific Dugoni School of Dentistry.
One of the casualties of this pandemic could be your oral health. Many people put off visiting their dentist, and we know that good oral health is linked to your overall health. Research has shown that poor oral health can lead to chronic illnesses such as stroke, diabetes, and heart disease. We here at the University of Pacific Dugoni School want to encourage all of you to get back on track and go visit your dentist. Our school's purpose is to help people lead healthy lives. We've been providing high-quality, affordable care to the Northern California community for over 125 years. Our clinics in downtown San Francisco care for nearly 20,000 patients from all walks of life each year. Please remember that your dental care is essential care.
Clinics serve children and adults of all ages and are conveniently accessible by BART and public transportation. Learn more about affordable dental care at Dugoni School Clinics in San Francisco at dental.pacific.edu.
8 minutes to go in this one. Zach Rudy, Bob Thomason, glad to have you with us. Jordan Ivy Curry is at the line, hoping to get the Tigers right here from the line. Pacific 11 of 22 from the stripe. And Ivy Curry has been perfect, though, 2 of 2. He's been the only Tiger that has not missed. Free throws up and good. Second one up and good. So Ivy Curry makes them both. He's now 4-4 from the line, 65-42 Pacific.
This is where if you're Stanislaus, you might put a little full court pressure on them. They don't really have a super point guard out there, the Tigers right now. A lot of people don't press anymore like the old days.
From our right to our left, it is Zezic trying to give a bounce pass somewhere. It got knocked away, and now it's loose. There's a scrum, and Stanislaus, or Pacific rather, comes away with it. Stanislaus turns the ball over. Boone up top will hold the ball high over his head, gives it to Williams on the right wing. Williams to Abdalovic, now zings it down low to Boone. Boone goes up to the left and leaves his shot short. Rebound tipped by Williams, controlled by Boone. Puts it up, can't get it to go, but gliding back in for the final putback is Cam Denson. 67-42 Pacific with 7:21 and counting to go here in the second half. Zezic on the far right side, exchanging hands with the dribble. Gives a chest pass up top to Sahi. And now to the left side to Micah Boone. Boone back up top to Zezic, gets it down low. Nice entry pass, but falling down there is Daniel Amayo. And there's going to be a foul on Pacific, going to be on Keelan Boone. I thought Amayo just fell down.
Yeah, it looked like he just stumbled into him, yeah.
So Amayo at the line, again coming in 4 of 14 this season. Front end is up and it is good, so he will get another. Feathered that one right through, did Amayo. Daniel Amayo, freshman again from Accra, Ghana. Second one is up and good. 67-44 Pacific with 7:02 and counting to go in the second half. Is Williams going to go off the dribble? Williams inside the right wing, gives it out to Blake, and now left wing to Avdalovic, gives to Boone. Boone outside of the top of the key, gets it down low to Denson, now out to Avdalovic, to Boone, shot fake Keelan to Avdalovic, left wing, 4-3, and that's good. Luke Avdalovic is now 7 of 11 from beyond the arc, and he is 2 away from matching a Pacific record, again, set by Clay McKnight in 1998 with 9 threes in a game versus Fresno State. Getting baseline left was Micah Boone, but he traveled. Boone got himself trapped down there, and then he traveled. And another line change coming here for Stan State. Going to have Short, Jones, Polesi, and looks like Jones for Stanislaus State. Denson up top, and away from the ball, there's going to be a foul here on Stanislaus, and the foul is going to be on Daniel Amayo. Free throw for Boone is up and good. With that, Mo Odom will check in. It's the first time Odom has seen the floor tonight. He'll check in for Nick Blake. Boone's second one is good. So 72-44 Pacific. And from our right to our left, Jones into the front court, and Jones will give it up top to Short. Short to the left wing to Jones. Jones up top to Polesi. Polesi starts to swing it around and gets in the hands of Short on the right wing. Short, a left-handed dribble drive, stops at the free throw line, gives to Polesi. Polesi shimmies, now moves to his left, gives to his left to Jones. Jones drives in, puts it up, and off the glass and in.
Yeah, Boone's got to go help there. He kind of backed off to help.
74-44 Pacific by 30 with 5:47 and counting to go in this one. Williams on the left wing. Williams spins it up to Boone. Boone will dribble to his right one time, stop, and then look back to his left to Avdalovic. Avdalovic to Odom. Odom to Avdalovic, now left corner to Denson. Denson directing traffic, will dribble drive along the baseline, and he lost it off his foot. So Denson dribbling off his foot.
He forced that.
Avdalovic checks out, and Makai Richards checks in. Cam Denson will check out as well. And Jalen Brown will check in for the Tigers. 72-46 Pacific leads as we tick toward 5 minutes to go in the second half. As Jeremiah Jones gives a bounce pass to his left to Marlon Short. Short's going to drive into the paint, put a floater up. It's too strong, and Williams with the rebound. Williams near side to Odom, sprinting into the front court. Odom looking toward the far side. Gives it to Boone, and now Boone a bounce pass to his left to Richards. Richards to Brown. Brown to Odom, as we are now under 5 minutes to go in this one. Odom to his right. Odom will fake an entry. He's going to take a perimeter jumper and knock it down. Good on balance shot there by Bo.
Well, he looked for the pass first. He looked for the pass and the roller. They backed off of him and took the shot. That's good basketball.
74-46 Pacific. Is on the right wing, it's Isaiah Jones for Stanislaus. Jones moving toward the right corner. He's going to spot up for a long two. It's no good. Rebound is tipped, controlled on the weak side by Stanislaus. Polesi found it. And now on the left wing, it's Jones for three, and he knocks it down. So second chance points for the Warriors.
They've hit the offensive glass hard this second half.
They have indeed. And for Stanislaus State, that is their fifth offensive rebound, I believe, of the half. Is moving to his right is Odom. Up top to Boone. He's going to take a deep three, and that is off the front of the rim, off the backboard, out. Rebound, Jeremiah Jones up the near side to Polesi. Polesi on the left wing will hand it back to Jones, feeling it from three, and he swishes another one through. So Jones, the sophomore out of Salesian High School, Vacaville native, makes it 74-52 Pacific with 3:46 and counting to go in the second half. Brown on the left wing. Brown trying to dump it to his left, and that's stolen by Marlon Short. Pass ahead to Isaiah Jones is too strong, and it's going to go out of bounds on the baseline. And the Warriors turn it over to the Tigers, who will have it when we come back after our last time out on the floor here from the Spanos Center. This time out with 3:38 to go in the second half. It's the Pacific Tigers 74, the Stanislaus State Warriors 52. And Coach T and I are back after this on Fox Sports, AM 1280, iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
Hello everyone, my name is Silas Shaw. I use she, her pronouns, and I'm currently a sophomore at the University of the Pacific, majoring in business administration. And welcome to Grace Cavell Hall. With over 175 rooms, Grace Cavell Hall is the biggest residential hall on Pacific's campus. Living on campus is one big part of what makes Pacific feel like home. It helps you fit into the campus community right away. The rooms start as a blank canvas, but once you bring your belongings, your bedding, your art, it is an amazing opportunity for you to show your personality. Quick tip, I recommend you bring a refrigerator so you can have your snacks on hand.
Pacific 74, Stanislaus State 52, coming down the home stretch. Zach Bayruti, Bob Thomas, and the Tigers trying to get right after that loss to Cal State East Bay here. Stunning loss the other night, 79-73, in which they trailed from start to finish. The Tigers have led from the start here and look to do so from start to finish. 74-52 Pacific, and the Tigers have the ball. Makai Richards up top. Richards feigns an entry, gives to Odom on the right wing. Odom dribbling to his left and looking toward the far side, gives to Brown on the left wing. Brown to Odom. Odom will call out a screen dribble to his right using that screen, and now Odom in the key gives it back to Boone. Boone will try and back his way in from the perimeter. Now take a tough fadeaway shot. It's no good. He had to change directions there. And a rebound taken by Amayo. On ahead into the front court, Stanislaus State. And Jeremiah Jones did a couple of threes their last couple of possessions. Gives a bounce pass to Marlon Short. Short between the circles will drive right of the lane, put it up off the glass, and a good drive, good finish by Short.
Strong drive.
74-54, Stanislaus State at one point trailed by 32, and they trail now by 20. As in the near corner, it's going to be Graydon Edwards for three. Edwards, the walk-on, getting some time, and he missed it long, and the rebound taken by Stanislaus State. Now in the near corner, it's Marlon Short. Short trying to drive it in on Edwards. Edwards trying to hold his ground near the lower left block. Short puts it up with the right hand, leaves it short. Offensive rebound, though, is put back up. Can't get it to go. Amayo. And a rebound taken by the Tigers. Good offensive rebound, Daniel Amayo. As coach has mentioned, Stanislaus getting after the offensive glass this half. As Jalen Brown's going to launch a three from the left wing. It's no good. Makai Richards the rebound. And the Tigers get to reset here with 2:07 to go here in the ball game. Pacific leading by 20, 74-54. Is on the right wing. It's Edwards dribbling to his left, gives it out to the right corner to Boone. Boone will give it up top to Brown, and now Brown dribbles to his left. Brown trying to burrow his way to the end line, gives it out to Odom, left corner, and the shot clock expires. With that, Drew Nelson will check in for the first time, a redshirt freshman out of Reading Christian High School in Reading. He'll check in for Stanislaus. Nelson, 6'10", 300 pounds. Like a right guard. As they're going to get it to Nelson. Baseline right. He's going to put it up into the shot is way too strong. Nelson had the position, but shot was way too strong, and the Tigers have the loose ball as we tick to 90 seconds to go here in the second half. 74-54 Pacific. Odom moving it to his left, gives it to Richards, tries to glance off of Richards' hands to Jalen Brown, and Brown finds the loose change from the right wing and puts a three in. Not what the Tigers were going for, but they'll certainly take it. 77-54 Pacific as Kobe Ordonio gives it to his left to Micah Boone. Boone zings it down low to Palesi, and Palesi's going to take a turnaround shot from baseline left, and that will not fall as we are now under a minute to go here in this one. Odom in the high front court, moving to his left. Odom to Outlaw, and now to Brown, left corner, wide open for three, and that is off the rim and out. And a rebound taken by Stanislaus. Ordonio up the far right sideline. Ordonio will cut it to his left now, penetrate. Ordonio coasts toward the bucket, puts it up, can't get it to go, but does get fouled. 39.9 seconds to go. And it's on Mekhi Richards, that foul. Free throws up and good for Ordonio. And for Kobe Ordonio, he has 5 points. Tigers done a nice job on him. He averages 15 and a half a game, but to just 5 in this one to this point. Second one is up and good. So 6 points for Ordonio, 77-56 Pacific. 37 seconds to go in the ball game as Odom to Edwards on the right wing. Edwards dribbling to his left, almost got caught in the air, gives it out far side. Driving in is Odom to Richards, and now to Brown left wing. Brown to Edwards, he's gonna take a three, and that is good. So Graydon Edwards, the walk-on.
It's always good to have that happen.
Gets the bench to their feet, and the exclamation point for the Tigers, who bounce back nicely tonight. Now Ordonio will take a three from the right wing, it's no good, and Richards will take the rebound. He'll give it to Odom. Odom, once he advances the ball into the front court, can just dribble out the clock. And the Tigers a wire-to-wire win after that tough wire-to-wire loss here on Sunday. And our final score from the Spano Center, the Pacific Tigers 80 to Stanislaus State Warriors 56. Coach, a nice bounce back here for Pacific.
Yeah, absolutely. They start out great defense first half, great offense, totally dominated the game. Second half, they requires a little let up, which you don't even want them to have. I mean, this team cannot afford any let ups during the game as they compete the rest of the year, and they're going to have to learn how to do that.
Well, our final score, Pacific 80 and Stanislaus State 56. Coach and I will step aside, and we'll get ready for Pacific Courtside Live, the post-game show coming up, and we will chat with head coach Leonard Perry as well on our post-game show. And our final score, the Pacific Tigers 80, the Stanislaus State Warriors 56, and Coach T and I back with Pacific Courtside Live next on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network.
My name is Stanislaus Shaw, and I'm currently a sophomore at the University of the Pacific, majoring in business administration. And right behind me is the Morris Chapel. Let's go check it out. Morris Chapel is a multi-faith place for all students to worship, pray, and meditate. These stained glass windows were donated by a church in San Francisco in the 1930s. The chapel was designed around these windows. Morris Chapel is one of the most popular places for weddings around the area. Many of our alumni come back to get married here. The meditation room is a private setting for students of all faiths to meditate, do yoga, or pray.
Welcome back inside the Alex G. Spanos Center, and welcome to Pacific Courtside Live. Along with Bob Thomason, I'm Zach Bayruti. Glad to have you with us tonight in our final score. Pacific Tigers 80, the Stanislaus State Warriors 56. Hope everyone had a great night. The Tigers coach certainly did, and they needed a night like this where they led this game wire to wire and came out with great energy after what was a tough loss on Sunday, to say the least. We're not going to get into all the adjectives you could use, but a tough loss on Sunday in which they never led. You come back against another Division II opponent, and the energy was good for the Tigers from the get-go, and I think they maintained that. As you said, maybe a little bit of let-up in the second half, but you're at that point trying to cycle some guys in, so maybe you're not doing what you normally do. But, all things considered, good win here today for the Tigers.
Well, I mean, there haven't been that many here, so anytime you get one, you want to enjoy it. And they really came out and played great the first half. A good offense, good three-point shooting, really good defense, and they just stifled Stanislaus State. You wish the first 10 minutes of the second half they could have played a little better. Stanislaus got on the offensive boards a little because the Tigers played 10 guys every game anyway. So by rotating those 10 guys, if you're going to play 10, you got to have a consistent. Then I'm not worried about the last 10 minutes of the game getting away from you, but I just didn't think the first 10 minutes of the second was the same as the first half. Yeah. And I know, hey, you say, well, you're up 30, how do you get up more? And sometimes you can't, but you sure want to try.
The Tigers, as we delve into the numbers, were led by Luke Avdalovic. Avdalovic, 2 3-pointers away from matching a program record set by Clay McKnight. He didn't get there. Avdalovic settles for a ho-hum 7 of 11 from beyond the arc, 8 of 12 from the floor, and Luke with 23 points. You've seen your fair share of great shooters over the years, and Luke Avdalovic has to rank right up there. I mean, he doesn't get a lot of attempts usually. He got a good number of attempts tonight, but when he's grooving, he's grooving.
Yeah, he's a good shooter, and he gets his feet set, takes good shots, makes it. They got to figure out how to get him more. And I always tell about three-point shooters. The three-point shooters got to get open. His teammates got to get him open. And the coaches got to get them open. And you got a combination of that. And some nights it's really hard because people do play denial defense and they don't go help off good shooters. He getting 7 threes tonight. He had a chance early in the second half. I think he missed his first 3.
Yeah,
I think
did have a chance.
There's a chance to get it. Well, you don't want a guy, and I know people say, well, Coach, how come you didn't leave that guy in the last 5 minutes of the game and break that record? I've had guys tell me that all the time. I would never do that. I mean, you got to get a record within the game of winning the basketball game, not letting a guy score some points or get some threes when the game's already out of line. I'm not into that stuff.
I totally, I'm there with you. I think any sports fan worth his or her salt would agree with you there. 10 points for Jordan Ivy Curry on 2 of 5. Both of Jordan's makes were threes. He was 4 of 4 from the line. Then 10 points for Sam Freeman, who had a nice game today. Freeman 3 of 4 from the field. 4 of 7 from the line, and I thought Sam Freeman looked, granted against an opponent that's very undersized, but, he showed a little bit of what he can do down there.
Yeah, and he's had other games. At Santa Barbara, he had 10 points. There's other games he has 10, but then sometimes he just doesn't have any. I think you can go to him every game. If you put 10 points and 5 rebounds on Sam, he doesn't ever play half a game. But if you can put that, it would really alleviate a lot of other problems. And scoring at the paint, get their shooting percentage up higher, it would open things up a little.
I totally agree. 8 points for Tyler Beard on 3 of 4. He was 1 of 2 from outside, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 7 points for Cam Denson on 3 of 5. He was only 1 of 5 from the line. It's an area the Tigers struggle, but Denson did pull down 7 rebounds. He and Donovan Williams were the leading rebounders with the 7 apiece. Let's see, down the line here, 5 points for Nick Blake on 2 of 4. One of his makes was a 3. 3 points for Donovan Williams on 1 of 3. As I mentioned, 7 boards for Donovan. 3 points as well for Jalen Brown on 1 of 3. And Graydon Edwards, both those guys got in there for the last few minutes. And they each made a 3-point field goal. And then 2 points apiece for Judson Martindale on 1 of 4. Greg Outlaw on 2 of 4 from the line, and Mo Odom on 1 of 1 from the floor. Mo got in there for the last 6 minutes and 18 seconds. The Tigers in the first half shot a blistering 65% to get out to that big lead. Second half, not so much, 9 of 29, but the game percentage for the Tigers, 26 of 55, 47% from 3. They were 13 of 31, 42% again 7 of those 13 connected by Luka Vdalovic, and then from the free throw line, Pacific 15 of 26. That was not a good area today for the Tigers, but to 58% if you're rounding up there. On the other side for Stanislaus State, again, a team that struggled to score the ball a little bit today, Jeremiah Jones got hot from 3 late, so he finishes as their leading scorer. 11 points on 4 of 7. He was 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. Did not attempt a free throw in this game. 7 points for Micah Boone on 2 of 3. He was 1 of 2 from beyond the arc, 2 of 2 from the line. 6 points apiece for Kobe Ordonio, 1 of 7 for Ordonio. He's their leading scorer, so the Tigers did a nice job on him, limiting him to just 6 points. 6 points for Beno Zezic on 3 of 6. Let's see. And 6 points for Matt Bender on 3 of 4. 5 points for Matafali on 2 of 4. He was 1 of 1 from beyond the arc. 4 points for Marlon Short on 2 of 8. And then 3 points for Daniel Amayo on 0 of 1. He was 3 of 4 from the line. 3 points for Bao Sahi on 1 of 3, all from beyond the arc. And 2 points for Travion Williams on 1 of 1. 1 point for Noel Alexander. He was 1 of 2 from the line. I don't think I missed anyone for Stanislaus. If I did, I apologize. There were a lot of guys that played this game tonight for both sides. First half, Stanislaus struggled mightily from the floor, 7 of 25, only 28%, and that included 2 of 11 from beyond the arc. But Stanislaus played, I thought, a decent second half, all things considered. They were down big. They shot 46% in the second half, 13 of 28. They were 4 of 9 from 3, 8 of 11 from the line. So for the game, Stanislaus 37% from the floor, 20 of 53, 6 of 20 from 3, and 10 of 15 from the line. And I thought their energy was good, especially in the offensive glass, as you noted a couple times in the second half.
Yeah, they sure did. And they played a much better second half, which they couldn't play much worse than they did. They played the first half, but they were totally dominated by the Tigers. And the outcome was, you could almost tell the outcome about the first 6 minutes of the game. Even though the Tigers haven't won a lot of close games this year, you just had a sense that this wasn't going to be one of them.
Stanis, just to give you an idea, the Tigers led at halftime 48-18. Stanislaus actually outscored Pacific in the second half 38-32, so it closed the gap a little bit. It was a nice second half, all things considered, for Stanislaus. Tigers out-rebounded him by 12, 39-27 in the rebounding department. Turnovers, Stanislaus turned the ball over 17 times. Tigers got 16 points off of turnovers. Pacific turned the ball over 14 times, a hair too many, and the Warriors generated 11 points off of those turnovers. Points in the paint were even in this game, 24 apiece. Second chance points, Pacific 11, Stanislaus was 6. Fast break points, Pacific 10, Stanislaus was 7. And the Tiger bench outscored the Warrior bench 37-29. The Tigers led this game wire to wire. Their biggest lead, 32 points. The best scoring run for Pacific, a 13-0 run at the start of the second half. And then the Stanislaus scoring run, their best one, was toward the end of the game. They went on a mini 8-0 run. But the Tigers led for all but 15 seconds of this game when it was tied at the jump. And that is the story the numbers tell here on the stat sheet. What else can you glean from what we saw here tonight? I know, against Division II opponents and whatnot, and it's tough to glean what you want to glean, but what were we able to identify here tonight?
They didn't start a point guard tonight, which I don't know if that's something they're going to go to. That makes me a little nervous, because I like point guards out there on the court. And they play him anyway, so it's not like, when they were bringing Boone off the bench and bringing Curry off the bench and bringing Denton off the bench, I kind of liked it because I always want to bring guys in that can improve some area of the game. It could be three-point shooting, it could be ball handling, it could be toughness, it could be defense, because when you can sub and improve some side of the game, I think that's really rewarding. So we'll see how the Tigers go as far as the rotation, but they're shooting the three well. They got to get their free throws back up, and they got to be able to sustain their defense and their toughness on the boards, and that's an area of concern, and that's an area that when they start playing bigger, stronger teams, we're going to see whether they can deal with that.
I don't know coming in what he was averaging. You can look it up as far as attempts from 3 for Luka Vdalovic, but it seems like after every game he's got 2 to 3 attempts. He got 11 attempts tonight. He goes 7 of 11, and again, granted, it's in the context of the opponent, whatnot. But doesn't that illustrate you might want to get Luke some more looks?
It's easier said than done,
for sure.
Because you're going to look at the stats. He's shooting 59% or whatever from 3, and their number one thing is deny him. That means they don't help on him. That means people got to create. Well, if you create and they're not leaving him, how how does he get open? The only way, you got to run some plays for him. But sometimes people are really good at defending plays, depending on how good the plays are. But he should open some things up for other people to get some easy baskets too. See, so good shooters can open the court up for other guys. Klay Thompson and Curry's out here, and the other guys pulling, driving the ball to the basket. So you have to use both. But here's my rule: he's got to get shots by himself, by being active and knowing how to relocate, how to space out, and get open, and then players have to be able to get him open because they know he can shoot. So can they get him 3 shots? Can he get himself 3 shots? Then can the coaching staff get him 3 shots? Well, now you're into that 9 shots. But the key, are they good shots? Tonight he took good shots, and every once in a while he'll rush it to get a shot. That doesn't do anybody any good. So.
Well, we are joined now by Leonard Perry on the Pacific Court side, live in our final score here: Pacific 80 and Stanislaus State 56. Coach. Sorry, I'm going to give you a little more room over here. I don't mean to crowd you.
No problem.
Did you see what you wanted to see from your guys, I guess, first and foremost, after what happened on Sunday? Did you see exactly what you wanted to see? I would say that I did, especially from the start of this game. I thought the energy was there right at the start of this game. But take us through this game.
Yeah, we challenged the kids. First of all, let me say this. Hats off to our kids, because what they've done academically and the work they've had to put in through missed class, from travel, that's a lot of work, a lot of projects, all through the last 72 hours. They've been in study table and hand hall all across the campus. Our administration has been great in terms of giving them help. They've had a lot of projects due. We had 6 guys doing presentations today from 2:30 to 4:30. So hats off to our kids and what they've done academically and what they've had to do. I'm just really proud of them. On to your question, obviously last game was disappointing for us, coming off of such a emotional big win against Fresno. I think it was a wake-up call for them. I think they understand just a little bit more that our margin for error is so slim you can't even see it, versus whoever. It could be whoever on a given night. If you're not ready to go, it can come back and haunt you. Tonight I thought we got off to a good start, which has been an Achilles heel for us. I thought we started the game well. We changed the lineup a little bit with Nick at the point, Luke, Keelan, Donovan, and Sam. And I thought they got us off to a really good start. I thought we were defending well. I thought we defended well with a lead. And for a young team like we are and inexperienced as we are, it's hard for kids to get a lead and continue to do what they did to get the lead. They get caught up in the excitement and start making plays that they don't normally make. Those become difficult turnovers, live ball turnovers. So I thought we made progress, from that standpoint. The second half, I thought we got lackadaisical. We had some fouls. We got driven to the basket. I didn't like it. I challenged them in some timeouts, made some substitutions, and kept trying to hold them accountable for what they were doing defensively. And I thought the kids responded for the most part.
Helps to have Luke get as hot as he got tonight. He was two made threes away from matching a program record, but 7 of 11 from 3, and when he's cooking, it's not only fun to watch, but it also, I think, opens up a lot of other elements for you guys.
It does. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better, Zach. He's a special kid. I don't even want to think about senior night without him, but he's a special kid, and we knew they were going to play zone, and my eyes lit up because I knew he'd get looks. We had a couple of things to run for him. We wanted to get Sam kind of going a little bit inside, play inside out. And,
he looked great.
Sure enough, we were able to do that, and we got the ball moving, and he got good looks. If you give him good looks, once he gets going, it's good night, Irene.
Coach, I know you were impressed with some of the things that Sam was able to do and some of the the looks that he had tonight.
Yeah, it's always like anything else. You look at stats and you say, well, guys are shooting over 50%. You want to get them shooting a little more. And I know one time I had a guy named Joe Ford. He couldn't shoot outside 6 feet. We were in a league play, and he was shooting 74%. I said, I had a meeting and said, who's our best shooter on our team? And nobody was picking Joe. And I said, that's the guy that needs to shoot more. You know, maybe he's scoring every other time he shoots. So it's nice to have a little inside. And he's making some pretty good moves. I thought he made a nice shot fake, came back and finished and got fouled. And it seems like sometimes he plays with confidence, and sometimes he plays with hoping it goes in. You know, he just needs to get a little more confidence in himself. But when and I said during the game, I said, if you could ever put 10 points and 5 rebounds on him, because he doesn't play usually over 20 minutes anyway, it would just open things up and free other people to do things.
You know, Coach, he reminded me of a guy you used to have here named Yango. And that's what I envisioned. Like, if we can keep getting him where he's close enough to the rim where he can catch it and finish around the rim, and rebound it and really make second effort rebounds, and can defend for us, you know, and be a presence for us, some kind of presence for us in the post. You know, I thought he did a great job for you in the duck ends when you got it to him. At least when we played against you, it looked like he never missed. You know, he's a pain in the butt.
Angle was a good player. You know, it's
yeah.
like he had one of those, I call him a high butt. That means he might be 6'7.5", 6'8", but he's really playing at 6'10", because he's keeping people off. And he was a joy to coach. He got smarter and smarter and smarter. And the only thing I had to do is I had to have him talk with him before every game and tell him we were on TV tonight. Because every time he was on TV, he played great. He goes, what TV we on? I said, don't worry about it. We're on TV.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we can grow him into a version of that, because I remember how tough he was, and he did a really good job for you guys, and we got to keep getting him confidence, and I think our kids want to see him succeed, so they willingly want to get it to him in the post, and you know, he's slowly starting to get it. His dad was here the last 2 games, and we played together at Idaho, and he's scored more post baskets than his dad did in his entire career. All his dad wanted to do was be 6'8" and shoot threes. And I used to jump on him.
You played in the wrong era then.
I know. I used to jump on his dad all the time. I got Coach Eustacy to bench him once because he wouldn't come inside the 3. All he wanted to do was shoot threes. So I take credit for his dad turning out to be a really good player for us at Idaho.
That's awesome. Is there an area that concerned you tonight? I mean, I know, you know, in the context of a game where you win by almost 30, it's a tough question, but you know, where did you see areas that you want to address?
I just felt that we didn't have a killer instinct at points in the second half. I didn't like that. And we took some timeouts, and I addressed it, and I'm going to keep addressing it. You know, our guys don't understand how hard it is to win at this level. Like, this is not easy. If it was, everybody'd be doing it. It's not easy. It takes immense effort, and you know, trying to get Keelan to understand how hard you have to play. Like, he's got to play as hard as Donovan plays all the time. You know, Sam has to play as hard as Donovan played. Like, they all have to play that hard all the time. It takes 40 minutes of that, and that just gives you a chance. That gives you a chance. You're going to have to execute down the stretch. You're going to have to get stops. You have to do all those things. So we had stretches where I didn't think we did that, and we did our best to address it.
How's Keelan coming along for you?
Slow. Slow. I mean, he's not a super motor guy. He just kind of trots along. Next thing you know, you leave him open, he hits a 3. Next thing you know, you have a bad closeout. He shot fakes. He drives. He can pass it a little bit. He's not a post up back to the basket guy, and he's slowly getting it. You know, he's slowly getting it, getting his rhythm. I think it's going to take him a while to really get it, but I thought it was important because he's a big part of what we're doing to get him out there at the beginning of games and get him going and start coaching him from the very beginning and let him settle in.
Looking ahead now is San Jose State. I know it was a tough loss for you guys last year in San Jose, but they're coming in here and they've been playing well under Tim Miles. They come in here at 4 o'clock on Saturday. What do you remember from last year in that game, and have you thought about that game at all?
I think about that game all the time. They beat us like we stole something in broad daylight in the shopping center. They wore us out, and yeah, I think about it constantly. I think that his guard play is really good. They get a really good post player. He does a great job with them. They run some of the same things. They shoot the crap out of it. You know, I've competed against Coach Miles for years now, all the way back to when he was in North Dakota, and I know what to expect. Our guys will understand how hard they play and what it's going to take to win this game. But it's going to take. It's the best team that we've played to date. Not close. They went to Santa Clara and manhandled them by 10, and we know how good Santa Clara is. So it's going to take an unusual effort for 40 minutes for us to get this thing close down the wire to have a chance to pull it out. I think we're capable, but they're really, really good.
Coach, any final thoughts?
No, I just thought, we were talking about the second half. I just thought the first 10 minutes of the second half, the rebounding problems on the offensive glass came out again. In the first half, they did a great job. I don't know if Stanislaus had one offensive rebound or, you know, but the second half, they started getting those offensive rebounds. And I think that area right there is the one that, you know, you start playing bigger, stronger teams, you know, on the offensive glass. If you can't take care of that offensive glass, you're always going to be in foul trouble. You're always going to give them easy shots. And that takes the ability to run out, you know, and get some easy baskets. So it's not going to be easy. No. It's not going to be perfect. It's just a way of doing it so more guys can get it in there and do it.
Without question. Without question. Big part of what we're trying to get accomplished here in our program is that glass.
All right, Coach, I appreciate your time, man. We'll see you on Saturday for San Jose State.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Hey, Coach Leonard Perry, always kind enough to join us on Pacific Courtside Live as we get our final score. The Tigers 80 and the Stanislaus State Warriors 56. Good wire-to-wire win for the Tigers and getting right here today at the Spano Center. We took you through the numbers, so all that's left to do is talk about our next game, and that is, as we mentioned, Saturday versus San Jose State, and that will be here at 4 p.m. a matinee, and you and I will be on the air at 3:45 for that, and that'll close out the non-conference home portion of the schedule. The Tigers will go to Lamar on the 20th, and then conference play is upon us, Coach.
Right around the corner.
It's right around the corner. BYU in here to start conference play on December the 29th, and it's a brand new season, obviously, at that point, so we'll see if the Tigers can have some strong efforts here in their last 2 games before conference play starts. That about does it for us before we go. Thanks so much to you, the fans, for tuning in. We do sincerely hope you enjoy each and every one of our broadcasts. I'd also like to thank the entire hardworking Pacific Athletics staff. Henry Golden is the SID for men's basketball. Mike Murray produces our broadcasts on the radio. Michael January, his tremendous video team, brought you all the pictures from inside the Spano Center. My partner is the legend, Bob Thomason, and I'm Zach Bayrudy saying so long from the Spano Center tonight in Stockton. Again, our final score, the Pacific Tigers 80, the Stanislaus State Warriors 56. We'll see you on Saturday at 4 p.m. for San Jose State back here on Fox Sports AM 1280, the iHeartRadio app, and the WCC network. So long, everyone.